Time right now to spend a little time in your home and learn something about your home that you might not have known about, Jackie.
Absolutely, and we have the experts joining us this morning and probably teaching you something you didn't realize about your home that you have or maybe you're looking for. So we have Hunziker Realty joining us this morning. We have the CEO, Dean Hunziker, joining us. Thank you so much for being here. And Elma Stanovich, VP of Real Estate. So thank you both for being here this morning. Let's talk about things that people are looking for. When they're looking for a new home or maybe trying to get their home up to snuff so that it can be something that everybody wants on the market. What are we looking for? What are some of the top items that people are requesting?
One of the very top things is the laundry room.
A laundry room. Now explain a laundry room as opposed to just a place where you do laundry.
And just a place where you do laundry, you go downstairs and you got a washer and dryer. The laundry room would be a designated room on probably the first floor of the house, could be the second floor if it's a two-story, where your washer and dryer are, and you may have a table there for folding, and you may have a sink up there, laundry sink also, but it's the designated area for laundry. It's not just a washer and dryer
Shoved in the basement.
Sitting somewhere. It's a designated space.
Exactly right.
It's a very valid point, because we were talking about the fact that we were thinking about creating a space where you didn't have to go downstairs. And that would be ideal. I can see how that would rank right up there nowadays.
You're in 91% of what most, and that is not only move-up buyers, it's first-time buyers both. It's a shared item.
Now, are the builders accommodating people and the request by having the first floor laundry rooms?
I think we're seeing more of that. Now, of course, the price point somewhat dictates how many square feet you have to incorporate it. But, but we're seeing more of that, yes.
But that's the number one ask right now.
That's the number one desired feature.
Desired feature of a home.
How about that?
Wow.
Now, at the same time, when we have things that are desired, things people really want, there are probably some things that maybe you think is what people are looking for, but not so much.
That's right. So there was a pull down, and we found the top 7 unwanted features.
Unwanted?
Unwanted amongst home buyers. So the first one is an elevator.
And people have elevators in their house?
Unwanted.
Unwanted. They don't want them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I know of one house, we've just one right now, of one house we sold that had an elevator in it between the lower level and the top level, and the people actually removed it.
They did? What was the reason for that?
Didn't use it, didn't want to waste the space, were afraid to get in the thing, maybe it would stop. And they couldn't get out. I don't know.
Break down.
I never would have guessed an elevator.
Say, obviously, there's some reasons for having an elevator if you have limited needs of certain varieties. But I've definitely had a friend who had one and never used the darn thing. It was easier just to go up and down the stairs.
Yeah, exactly. It's interesting.
Number 2, we have wine cellar.
Don't need it. Don't want it.
No, if you're an avid, wine enthusiast, then you might want one, but
it sounds really nice.
Yeah.
It sounds nice, but how many people really utilize a wine cellar? I mean, if you have a 300-bottle wine cellar, it takes a long time to. What do you do with 300 bottles of wine? You gotta have a lot of friends.
But,
you gotta really want to drink that wine.
Yeah, unless you're really a wine aficionado and you're into buying and aging wine,
and collecting and things like that. Because you want a bottle of wine, you go to the grocery store.
Yeah, so you can kind of see that, and a lot of what we have today are these little wine coolers that go underneath.
As you say, wine fridge, you're good.
Yeah, exactly. And you could put more wine in there, and you can drink in a week, probably. But
Probably.
I just said probably.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, the third one is a nearby daycare center. People don't want it.
They don't?
They don't.
And any reasoning behind this?
Well, think about the traffic, the noise, when the kids are outside in the summertime, and they're there till what, 6:30, 7 o'clock at night.
Right.
We think convenience, but you have to think about the other things that go along with it.
So on your top checklist, people don't want a daycare.
So that's what people are looking for when they are looking at homes. They look at the adjoining businesses, and if a daycare is close by, they may take that off their checklist.
That's right.
Wow, I never would have guessed that either.
A couple down surprises me, but let's do number 4.
2-story family room. So if you have a 2-story house and the family room's on the second floor.
Oh, okay.
People don't like that. They'd like to have their kitchen, their dining space, and their family room all on the first floor.
On the same level.
On the same level.
I never would have seen that either.
Convenience. Well, stop and think about the family. So someone's in the kitchen preparing a meal. Usually it's kind of nice to have the family somewhere where you can converse.
Close by.
Yeah, so they're upstairs.
You get yelling.
And depending on the age of the kids, you don't know you're like, whoa, what's going on up there?
Right.
It's just an inconvenience.
Again, these are fascinating top 7 things that people don't want in their homes.
Now, this next one surprises me because I have quite a few friends that live on a golf course, but
Yeah.
that's not always
Golf course
a plus.
community, right? But you think about all the golf balls coming at your house, all the windows, they're hitting your siding, causing damage. Again, the noise factor, you've got people out there that are in carts and drinking.
All the strangers that are
That's
going
right.
by too, checking
That's
out
right.
your house, and and then all the regulations too. I would imagine too. If you're in a golf course community, they have tons of regulations.
Yes, they do. But you also, one thing that we haven't mentioned yet is privacy. You absolutely have no privacy.
Right.
Because everybody's going by nonstop.
Yep. And all of a sudden, you got some guy a foot off your patio because, like me, he hit the ball.
The ball's
and it
over
didn't
there somewhere.
go straight, and he's over there looking for
Yeah,
it.
you're having dinner and you're looking up and there's a guy looking around your garden.
Exactly.
Here it
exactly.
is.
Yeah. Can I help you? Your ball's over there.
Takes out your eggplant, trying to hit back onto the fairway.
Exactly. Right.
All right, what else do we have on the list?
Cork flooring.
Cork flooring.
Cork flooring.
Yeah, if you think about it, I mean, you like it in your, when you got it, open your wine, you just don't want it in your floor.
Yeah, I'm not sure I understand that one either. Mike.
Well, it's flooring that is made from that material.
Made from
I
that
mean,
material,
Okay.
right.
All right.
And then the last one is a laminate kitchen countertop. This is huge. A lot of the buyers now they definitely don't want to see that Formica. They want, granite
yep.
or quartz or anything like that. Is, I think stone or real is
Right.
probably the good word for it. So if you're thinking about, remodeling, do not do laminate kitchen countertops. Stay away.
Spend a little
Spend
extra.
the money.
It'll be
Exactly.
well worth the
Okay.
investment.
Definitely.
All right. So interesting things that people don't want in a home.
Exactly. Now, we've seen a lot of homes where they've got, I won't use the name of the company, they got a low-end cabinet, but they top it with a granite countertop.
Countertop.
Yeah.
So
And that's what that's what they're buying.
They're focused
Yeah.
in on that, aren't they?
So it's just an interesting thing. I mean,
so they almost don't even notice the cupboards or cabinets because they see the
they're
granite.
looking for the countertop. Exactly
Really?
right.
That's
yeah.
their focus.
So you know what a full suspension drawer is?
Right.
Pulls
Right,
out
yeah.
all the way. Okay, so you'll have a drawer in there that's not full suspension, and if you look at it, it's not very well constructed. They pay no attention to that. They look at that countertop. And
They see what's above it.
But we'll help you recognize it, so call us.
We'll point everything out.
That's right.
one of the things we're supposed to help you understand when you go through the house.
That's right.
You also sort out home buying myths too,
That's,
don't you?
yeah. So one of the things I think people think right now is that you have to have 20% down and you have to have the perfect credit score. So right now, the average FICO scores of the loans that have been approved is at 675. But we just actually talked about this morning. We can get you down as low as 620. So if you have a credit score of 620, and the interest rates right now are really quite unbelievable. I mean, way under 4% on a 30-year fix. So
they are still
Just
very surprisingly affordable.
I mean, it's really unbelievably low. They really are. Again, I don't know how to convey this. If you're thinking about buying and moving up, this is the perfect time.
Yeah,
One, you're going to be able to take advantage of our buy before you sell program. But secondly, the interest rates the thousands of dollars you're going to be able to save over the life of the loan right now is just wonderful.
And especially with the way rents have been skyrocketing the past 18 months, this would be a perfect time to say, I'm going to take my money and put it toward myself, put it toward investing in my own home.
Great point. Great point.
So don't be afraid of what your FICO score might be or what you have to put down on a home, because a lot of times that scares people off from investing into that next.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you can
next
get it
place.
down as low as 3% down.
The lenders have become very aggressive right now, and there's some tremendous. I mean, you can get 3.5% mortgage unless you want to go 15 years. You can even get closer to 3.
Wow.
It's quite unbelievable. Some of them have some rebate. Now, I don't want to say rebates, but some of them have an incentive.
Incentives.
Where they'll also give you credit on the loan cost. It's a perfect time right now.
They're willing to work with you.
And if you remember the end of last year, the prediction was rates were going to do this.
Right. Go up.
Okay. Now rates did that, and now they've done this.
All right, so that means you're going to be selling a lot more homes. There's no question about that. So you're probably going to need some bodies to help you, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I like where you're going on that. So we're looking for people who want to experience helping other people in the purchase of a home. We have the training. We have some available programs that we can use with new people to help them get started.
How long does it take? I'm curious. How long does it take to get somebody in and train them to your standards to work for you?
Well, first off, once they're licensed and they come in, you want them to get on the street as soon as you can.
Right.
Okay, so you got to do a little hand holding. And our interest is in trying to get them into a transaction in the first 30, 45 days.
So that quickly.
Well, I mean, that's what you're there for. So if you show them how to do it, we can't do it for them, but if we can show you how to do it and then monitor how you're doing and help you through the process, it should happen.
One thing that sets us apart is that we have world-class one-on-one training where most of these other companies don't. So when you're coming in brand new and not sure how to do things, we're going to be the ones to really tailor the training to how you learn best. So you don't have to worry about, am I going to know what I'm doing when you're out there? We're going to take that worry away from you. We're going to be the ones to hold your hand, as Dean said, throughout the whole process.
All right. And you guys have a couple of different locations around town now, so tell everybody where you guys are located.
Well, we're located in Ankeny, on North Ankeny Boulevard, right across from the high school. And that's where we are right now. Alma, as soon as she fills that office up, wants to do something in West Des Moines. So have at it, Alma. Alma
growing the Des Moines area.
I was going to say, and forever growing, because you
That's
guys know
right.
what you're talking about, and you always have great advice for us every single morning, so thank you so much. They are hiring, and they can help you get into your next beautiful home. They know how to get it done. Hunziker Associates Realtors, make sure you give them a call and check them out online, 515-963-8618.
All right, speaking of checking out, Dino, we have to check out your socks.
Okay.
Because whenever you're here, we do the sock check.
But I'm afraid I'm in trouble today.
No, I'm not so sure about that. Yours are pretty cool. There's...
I don't know about the socks, but the shoes are definitely something else.
Yeah, you win on the shoe part.
You're ready to go on vacation. You got the trees and the birds, and you're ready to go.
Birds, we got
these are the
Iowa State University
I wonder
there.
where I got those from, Dean.
I know, and I'm glad.
No, I think I'm giving that one to you. You win that one, okay?
I win?
Okay, because you had those before. Okay.
You've never given up like that.
Okay, not giving up, but just appreciate the socks.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
There you go. Perfect. So again, these are the folks you want to get your home from. You want to work for. You have a 1-2 punch. A great combo, Jackie.
Talking about your home this morning on Iowa Live. You're